Hi all, welcome to Elliott Wave News Channel by wavesstrategy.com. This is Ashish Kyal here, and I am sure you might be very curious to know what's happening wrong with the markets and the way it has capitulated. Indian markets has capitulated over past 3 days. If you look at the 3 days of sell-off, not only on the index, but if you look at the 3 days of sell-off on the broader indices, it has been crazy. This has been a golden opportunity, I would say, for anyone to probably make a very quick money on the short side in just the shortest span of time. So the reason I'm saying you this is because if you would have probably even looked at the past videos of past 2 weeks, I've been talking about a triangle pattern which was ongoing. I told about how price can behave within the Bollinger Bands. The lower end of that Bollinger Band, if you would have used, was coming as a support near 9880. Sorry, it was around 9980. So 9980 was the support level. And in our daily equity research report, Financial Wave short-term update, which is published every day morning before the market opens, we clearly mentioned as soon as 9980 was whipsawed and broken, we started warning there is a probable breakout on the downside, and if 9940 gets broken, there is a strong confirmation that Nifty is starting a downtrend. And it has worked out amazingly well over past few days when it was very well mentioned that if a Nifty goes down, everyone will be wondering what's went wrong, and will start looking at global markets, start looking at the global event of probably conflict between Korea and US and other events to justify why Nifty is falling, and it is not probably an individual fault for losing out money because it's a global event. That's how we justify ourselves after we lose money. But from the pattern perspective, so irrespective of what the news has been, irrespective of what the markets have been, what the global markets have been doing, Indian markets have been behaving precisely to the point as per the pattern. So when I say that, you can go back and probably just revisit my video on the YouTube channel. You will be able to see what I clearly mentioned as the supports and the resistance, and what will happen if those are taken out. Also, we published a monthly research report, which I'm going to share across right now. The reason of showcasing this is to make you aware that something like this of such magnitude works brilliantly. So all your hard work get paid off in just a very short span of time if you are just waiting for a correct opportunity to arise, which just happened in these 3 days of time. And I'm pretty sure now, when everyone has started losing hope that Nifty is probably now not going to show any kind of recovery, I think we might slowly start seeing some kind of a pullback again now. The reason I'm not going to be talking just in the air, I'm going to give you objective reason validated using concepts of technical analysis. So let me now first share across my screen of the monthly research report, which is published once a month, in which we showed the path that Nifty can probably follow and what has actually happened. Then I'll share across an article which we published just yesterday, which also showed across what was mentioned in the daily report as per the pattern and how Nifty behaved. And then we will be talking about what to expect in the upcoming weeks. So if you can see, let me just open up and share across my screen. So if you can see, and this report, this is the Financial Waves monthly update, which was published on 4th of August. In previous updates also, I have showed a few monthly updates from the past which behaved exactly the way it was expected. So if you look at it, prices have been behaving within this expanding pattern. And this expanding pattern has worked out excellently well, which we have been showcasing for many weeks, in fact months now. If you look at it, when Nifty was somewhere around this zone of 10,000 on 4th of August, we expected it to go up, maybe touch the new highs, but instead of touching new high, it formed a normal triangle instead of an extracting triangle, and it touched somewhere around 10,135 level. Sorry, not 135, but somewhere around 10,050, 60 odd levels, from where this was the point where it completed wave E. And as soon as it came down, breaking the smaller low formed around the zone of 9980, I strongly confirm that probably the pattern is over and we are seeing the down move very soon. And this is how it has behaved. So it still went up you should always probably not trade based on the exact points, because markets is always going to be either fall short by some points or overshoot it by some point. What is important is understanding how much matured the trend is. So market moved higher exactly as expected. It broke below the support level, and we clearly mentioned that it's going to go down sharply. And this is the arrows which have been shown, and Nifty is currently lying at the zone of 9700, which is here. So it has come very close to the lower end of the trend line, and it has behaved exactly the way it was expected. This is no surprise, irrespective of the event. This is irrespective of what RBI did in the policy. This is irrespective of any event, any global news. Nifty has behaved precisely the way it was expected to. Let me share across another. This is from the monthly research report, Financial Waves monthly update, published once a month, and you receive it via emails if you subscribe to it. From the pricing page on our website. Now let me go back to another screen, which will show you, which is an article that we keep publishing on our website. There is an article section. I'll share across that article which was published recently, because it showcases what was the exact pattern which was ongoing. So this chart was shown on 9th of August, morning before markets open. Now you might think it's only 3 days. What difference does it make? Now, these 3 days makes all the difference, because on 9th of August, Nifty broke below the lower trend line of the triangle pattern. It broke below wave D, which was here, confirmed a faster retracement, which was by this line. And this happened at 9981. So we published very, very clearly that this lower trend line is now broken. And if Nifty breaks 9940 as well, which is the lowest level of the triangle over here of wave B, lowest level of wave B, it will be a strong confirmation that we are again headed towards the support, which is on the range of 9650 to 9600. Now, can you see here the trendline support, the low which is made by Nifty today has been 9670, I think, if I'm not wrong. So 9680 maybe. So that is the low which Nifty found, which is very close to the support zone. And this has happened in just 3 days of time. And forget about Nifty. If you look at the stocks, the way they have capitulated over past 3 days has been exorbitant. And this is exactly the reason why I asked to follow the patterns and not just the news and the event. What has happened yesterday? This is as per what happened yesterday. And Nifty was somewhere around 9820 when the article was written. It then continued to move lower, and today, if you check, it even touched the lower trend line. So it touched the lower trend line, and the various reasons are mentioned here why it's falling. So on 9th of August, before the market open, it was very clearly mentioned we will stick with existing count as long as 10,085 is protected. Prices have behaved exactly as expected. If selling pressure can start building up from here, which will catch majority by a surprise, and that is what has happened. So majority has been surprised or rather shocked to see such a sharp sell-off in just 3 days of time. But our readers have been expecting this to happen. Okay. Now let me move to the latest chart of Nifty, where we stand right now from the technical perspective. But again, I'll repeat, this is just from the educational perspective. I'll not be able to reveal all the levels, all the techniques or methods. What you have to do is probably you can refer our daily research reports in order to understand it in totality. So any actions that you take based on this video is not advisable, because this is an educational purpose only. Now, if you look at this chart, this was the triangle which was shown a few days back, I would say, not few days back, but maybe probably last week itself. And price formed a very clear triangle pattern. So it completed A, B, C, D, completed wave E here, and then showed a serious capitulation. And if you look at it, where are we lying right now? So if someone asks me, is it the right time to go short? I would say this is not the time to short the market, but to ride the trend. So booking partial profits is important. And once booking the partial profit is done, you keep trailing remaining in case this turns out to be a bigger trend. So follow a trailing stop loss method in order to ride the trend. At the same time, if you look at the mid cap and small cap stocks, they have been had some serious battering on the downside. So now, unless and until we start seeing a move back above the gap area, which is the gap area, so the gap area becomes very, very important. And moving above the gap area is going to be crucial for Nifty to show some kind of consolidation. So this was the first leg of the up move. We are now in the down leg of over here, which might be completing over the period of next 1 week. So we will not expect any kind of a major trend now. We will now expect some kind of consolidation to happen, which means that Nifty can go down from here, maybe correct by another 50 points or 100 points in order to meet the target levels, and then or show some pullback from here itself. So it is like it has done whatever was required so far as per the pattern implication. It's close to the lower level. So always remember, if our target is 9650, it's always better to give some leeway of 30-40 points. And today it has almost achieved that target level. So now we have to wait to see where the prices will be from going forward, and it's going to be very interesting because prices are going to show some kind of a very high volatility in the upcoming sessions, and I'm sure you might want to look at how the volatility turns out. So what I would suggest is you can visit wavesstrategy.com, keep following the advice of the day section which we have on the homepage, and the trending stocks which we have at the top of the homepage. Those will give you some insight. The best way to look at the crucial levels and how to trade will be, probably if you want, you can also opt in for the stock tips that we provide. We have been short all the way, giving maybe 2 to 3 short calls or even more on daily basis, and most of them have achieved the target levels on the downside over past few days itself. So those have worked out brilliantly well. Will it always work that way? No, not necessary, because these are markets and we are just working on the probabilities. So it has worked out brilliantly, and that is what I wanted to point out. So those are intraday or positional stock calls that you can probably subscribe to, in which we can also provide you research reports. So the research report will contain the important levels on Nifty with the 3 stocks which are providing trending opportunities. In case you have any queries or doubts, you can write to me at helpdesk@wavesstrategy.com. You can also contact our team at 99204202, and they will be more than happy to assist. Thank you very much. That's it from my side. See you again. This webinar is going to be produced on the website exactly after an hour, and you will also keep looking at the past webinars which I have published, and I'm sure you will enjoy learning more techniques from there. Thank you. See you again, and have a wonderful weekend ahead.